Hey yo, it's your boy Tay2 Customs. What are you lot saying? We're gonna do something a bit different. We're gonna start this video off with the lace up. And the lace up simply is, how do you guys deal with failure? Or taking it one step further, do you know how to fail? Let me break it down to you like this. Right now, you guys are watching my failure. For a while now, one of my closest friends has asked me to design her a custom trainer. Now, I had a plan in my head, I knew how I wanted to go about it, but ultimately I failed. See, that's the thing. In life, at one point or another, you're guaranteed to fail. No one could win 100% of the time. But what is your mentality like when you fail? Are you the type of person to want to give up at the first attempt? Or are you the type of person that can take a step back, analyze your mistakes, see where you went wrong, analyze how you can do better, grow and learn from your mistakes? Because sometimes you can't win until you fail first. So I want to encourage you guys to not just look at your failures as simply failures, but look at them as learning opportunities. And who knows what kind of win you're going to be setting yourself up for. Bruh, I did tell you I failed, did I not? But say less. Listen, let's turn this thing around. Right, first things first. Take some sandpaper to this awful design and knock down all the high spots. Then using a cotton wool pad and some acetone, I'm then going to take off as much paint as I possibly can. I know it doesn't look too great, but it's perfect. Smooth, all one layer, good to go. You guys know that my least favorite thing to do in the world is masking, so I did that off camera. I know I said this in my last video, but anything that works is worth repeating. I'm just simply using a bit of gold, a bit of white to make a halfway colour to lay down as a base coat. And as always, we're going to be laying it down with the airbrush. Once again, total coverage isn't necessarily the key, but to lay it down smooth and have a nice base to build from.
I can't get enough of your love.
Base coat done, on to the next.
I should call you my drug.
See, one thing about my close friend is that she's not really a flashy person like that. So I'm gonna really try and temper down this gold. So I've got a few colours that I want to mix together to create a deep metallic gold that's not too in your face. But once it's laid down, it will look really good.
I got all this love and I'm trying to show it. Yeah, anything you want, no, I'm for it. Girl, I'm so into you and I can't get enough of your love.
To show you off, you a whole flex. Any problems we can work it out.
Because I plan to paint the midsole, I need to make two versions of the same paint. One with too thin for the upper and the other with too hard for the midsole.
Baby, that's a new vet. I heard shorty like to dance, you know I got new.
Oh, I gotta mix some paint, yeah. You let me have this mic. RIP to the headphone users. But anyway, I'm just using a brush just to get in all the places that it's hard for the airbrush to get to. It took about 5 coats, but the midsole looking really nice. Strong colour, perfect.
Addicted, I should call you my drug.
Cool, the midsole had its turn, now it's time for the uppers. Let's lay down some paint.
Got all this love and I'm trying to show it. Yeah, anything you want, no, I'm for it. Girl, I'm so into you and I can't get enough of your love.
You guys always hear me say it, but the key to get any shoe looking really pristine is to go low and slow. Build up those layers. Don't rush it. Make sure you lay down everything correctly.
I'm trying to show it. Yeah. Anything you want, no, I'm for it. Girl,
yes. The paint's laid down exactly the way I wanted it.
your love. Addicted, I should call you my drug. My drug.
Stencil time! Cool, so my close friend is a big anime fan. Matter of fact, she's been putting me on game with a lot of the things that I've enjoyed watching. So a couple of days prior, I had asked her what her favourite anime titles were, with the thought in mind to put those titles on the shoe. So I collated the top 5 together, ran it through Design Space, ready to make some stencils. By the way, Attack on Titan, goated! Do yourself a favour and go and watch it. As always, we need to size things up to make sure we don't waste material and that everything that we cut will fit perfectly on the shoe.
You just can't wait to repost it. Take a sip, bitch, you thirsty, yeah. Take a step back. Get that money, trap. I bought a new car.
Ready and set. Just need to load up the Cricut and watch it work its magic.
Shoes off. Bust that timepiece down, just bought a new watch. I be riding around my town with all my jewels on. Bought a new car, had to take the roof off. Couple bad bitches with their shoes off. Bust that timepiece down, just bought a new watch. I be riding around my town with all my jewels on. Getting lost on them. Coops, no photos in case you wanna roll run it. Please, no photos, no, you don't know me. I'm whack you with the beat, sheesh, you cold.
Nice. Everything is cut out just the way I want it. I need to make a mental note. There's a lot of small, intricate pieces. I've got to take my time. But where did I put my transfer tape?
Post it. I bought a whip and I'm ghosting. That's the difference. I'm focused. Hold up. You posting pics to get noticed. You just can't wait to
I can't even lie. This here ain't for anybody that's got big hands like me. I nicked and stabbed myself so many times, but we move. I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of stencils to put down. So I'm gonna let these tunes run. I'll check back in with you guys a little later. Right, all the stencils are down, no lifting, no peeling, it's perfect, ready for paint. As always guys, I want to make a halfway color just to lay down as a base coat. It always works, let's go lay it down. Cool, just keeping it a buck with you guys. It turned out to be more of a 3/4 color than a halfway color, but listen, it still does the job. We move. As always guys, we're just gonna take our time, slowly build up those layers and create a nice foundation to build the next layer of color with. Just the way I wanted it. Let's put down the next layer of paint. So we're going to continue to build and make a new, slightly darker, more vibrant purple. I'm going to use a few colors to help me do that. We really like our paint mix. We really like our Paint mixed. How do we like it? We like our paint mixed. People them, don't watch me. Today, I'm high vibes today. I'm high vibes. I promise that's the last time I'm gonna break your ears this video. Notice I said this video. But all seriousness, let's lay down some paint. The aim of the game is to make sure that there's no spills, smudges, overspray, but we're looking for a nice, clean and smooth finish. Ladies and gentlemen, we got them. No drips, no areas of low color. Got it. It's about that time we take those stencils off. I'm using the heat to heat up the vinyl to make the material pliable, to ensure that when I try to lift it up, the paint ain't gonna come with it. Cool, stencils off. Now it's time to do touch-ups. Whenever you do any major respray, including stencils, there's always bound to be areas that you need to touch up. So I'm gonna go around the shoe, just do some corrections to make sure it's looking the way it should. Paint's all done, now time to seal it in. Again, because my friend isn't one for the flashy, I'm using a mix of a high gloss and a matte finish to create kind of like a satin finish. I think this will go really well with what we've already laid down. Guys, do me a favor, drop some suggestions in the comments or things that you'd like to see me attempt. I would love to see what you guys come up with. And just like that, the finisher is laid down. This is the exact kind of vibe that my friend would go for. It's really coming together. Now onto the sock liner. The plan was to always change it from white, and I wanted to change to purple. But I didn't want to use the same kind of purple I used for the shoe. I wanted to mix it up a bit. So I put a bit of blue in there, tried to go for a bluish kind of purple. I think it will really contrast well with what we've already laid down. Now I've seen a lot of speculation of how much Too Soft to use, but I always go over 50-50 blend of paint to Too Soft. It's never failed me, so I'm not going to change it. Altogether, it took about 4 coats of colour to go down, but it's looking really good. No fade patches, no areas of material that haven't been covered. It's looking really good. Now I know what some of you must be thinking. Hey yo, big man, all the wax gone on one side of the shoe. But say no more, I've got a plan. Now this is something I've always wanted to do, to install an iron-on patch onto a shoe. Now I've already marked all the bits that I don't need, so I'm going to take my X-Acto knife and cut off the excess. But I'm going to save this piece, you'll see why in a second. 2 things I'm going to need, some E6000 and a paintbrush that I no longer use. Trust me, this stuff will ruin your paintbrush. So all I'm doing here is putting a good amount of glue in key areas, then using my paintbrush to spread it out to make it nice and even all over the patch. I've got one shot, I need to get it down first time, no glue marks. Remember that small piece of material I wasn't gonna throw away? I'm gonna use it now and attach it to the tongue. It's gonna add that little piece of intricate detail that's gonna make the shoe look really, really good. Now I must admit, things are starting to come together really, really nice. The shoe is starting to exceed my expectations. We're not gonna let off, we're gonna make sure that quality remains high. I'm gonna use some super glue just to glue down the patches that didn't quite glue down right the first time. Right, everything is solid, there's no lifts, there's no frays, and everything is secured down properly. Right, let's get this taping off and see what it's looking like. Sweet! The white soles really help to tie in the rest of the white elements of the shoe. Now all we need to do is do any corrections to overspray on the white soles, as well as use some of the original paint to mask any over glue marks on the purple patches. People them, the shoe is looking pristine. And check this, there's not much we need to do. All we need to do is put in the shoe insert. And finally, the laces. Now this shoe is an important shoe. It taught me how to turn a failure into a learning lesson, and from a learning lesson into a win. Now I don't think you're ready for this one, but if you're ready, I'm Tay2 Customs and this is what I do, and the crepe will drop. I'm hitting you guys with the Air Max 90 Rose of Anime Customs, an Air Max 90 with certified gold anime titles, wrapped in true purple, brought to a satin finish to complete the colorway. Not forgetting a gold and purple patch tied together with white laces to complete the custom. People them, I love the way these turned out, especially thinking when you guys first saw them to the way they're looking now. Chef's kiss. And that's me done, people. If you take nothing away from this video, take away this: never give up on your failures, because you never know what they're gonna turn into. Tay2 Customs signing out. Listen, God bless, and always remember to walk in your creativity. Peace.